think Holly's actually going to come up on that side. So you have slowly shifting the stage.
Hello. I've been given the job to manage inventory levels for a drinks company, making any last-minute adjustments to stock, but also to share data between analytics teams. This job is tricky at crunch time, but fortunately, I have some new tools from Databricks to help me. And today, I'll be sharing how Lakebase powers Databricks apps, works at scale, and can use data from Delta tables, all in real time, all in one platform. So I'm going to switch to my demo, and in front of me, I have a Databricks app that's bringing together both operational and analytical data. Whenever I'm changing these filters, these are live queries. Nothing is cached in the app. I can see here orders that I need to review, but I am not going to do that. Instead, I am getting some intense requests to place some orders for Cherry Burst for 90 units. I'm going to select my store, click through the app, and go. This app will go and update Postgres in the back end where the orders table sits. Now, I'm going to double check that this has gone through correctly, and I'm switching to the brand new Postgres SQL editor natively integrated to the Databricks platform. And I can tell it's Postgres because I've got this icon on the top right here. And when I select my compute, it's got this Postgres tag next to it. I'm also not going to do this on production. So I am going to use dev, which is an isolated test branch. And if I look at the left, I can see some neon details. I'm also going to check the settings of the version. And I can see that, yes, this is Postgres version 16.6. And to query the data, I would just query it like I would any other table. And I can see here that when I run this, that, yes, my order has gone through. But that's just one record, and that's not very impressive. So earlier today, I set up a little program to simulate lots of users to run in the background. I'm going to switch to the native performance monitoring in Databricks. I'm going to head to this metrics tab here, and I can see how this has ramped up to thousands of transactions a second and tens of thousands of rows per second, and I've got all sorts of interesting operation types happening here. One thing this doesn't have is our app latency as it scales. And fortunately, I bought my little program so that it can measure latency. So I'm just going to run a simulation and see how well we're doing. And, oh, I can see my performance is almost 19,000 queries a second, with the median at 4.56 milliseconds and the 95th percentile at 5.6 milliseconds. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Thank you. Lakebase can also access data in Delta, and I can combine them together for snappier responses in the UI. So I head to the table in a Unity catalog. I can create a synced table. I go ahead and I can name the table. I select which instance I want to use. I want to use production. I can also choose the database as well, and then the primary key. Now, I can either run this as a one-off snapshot, triggered at a certain interval, or have it continuously updating. And I can either group this with other updating items in a pipeline, or I can have it as a standalone. Now that that's set up, when I go to it in Unity catalog from the database view, I can see here that I've got this little synced icon next to my table. And so now, when I head back to my app, oh, here it is, and I head to my Insights tab, I've got this Insights tab, and that is including data from a Delta table for my forecast. And of course, I can sync all of my orders, data back to the Lakehouse for historical analysis and the other way around too. So in this demo, we've shown how Databricks is bringing together both operational and analytical data closer together. And I hope I've shown you how powerful this is when combined with other Databricks features like apps, Delta, and Unity Catalog. And it's inspired you to give it a go on your next project. And as for me, I don't think I like being an inventory manager, and I probably should have made this an agent. Back to you, Reynolds.